life, it's really her immediate family and generation that succeed. And starting from the grandchildren, Mel, in terms of youngest, we have Adira Kishri, who is actually coming in tomorrow from the UK, I understand, missed the flight. Ari, and then Varindra. And I would say that, they, they are the inspiration in her life. I would say anything that they do motivates her. And the success that they bring in terms of academics and otherwise to the family. Um, Not to mention that that family started to extend. We have Avinash, who's with us here, Ari's husband, and maybe a few more weddings to take place. And we also have Varindra's um, wife, all right? So, you know, the family keeps extending in the right direction, hopefully. Um, One of the value that I would say that I personally connected with mom over the years, and I'll share a story with you guys. When we were growing up in our humble times in the 80s, you know, her life was obviously one of meager beginnings and endurance during that time. And the struggles that, we came through as a successful family. I remembered that when I was about to write CXC, and that's in what, 1989, the odds were stacked up against me academically in those days. All right, nobody really expecting, much scores, so to speak. And in those days, 5 subjects was like 5 degrees, 3 bachelors, a master's, and a doctorate, right? So everybody, the talk of the language, the talk of the town, everybody has subjects. And I would say that Kamla started it off, she brought 5 or 6, I forget. Lolet brought home 8 ones and an A. I said, well, boy, I did. Where are you going with this thing? And one of the things that and I'll share this with you, I realized as you grow up and you mature into wisdom. She said, well, if you bring home 2, I'm going to be happy. I said, fair enough. The bar ain't set too high. I go try my best. And, I would say the Almighty had it in a way that when I wrote, I came up with 6 subjects. 6 twos. Unsuccessful in English. So when I went to collect this result, and back in those days, they printed out in a little 4x6. Yeah, man? You know the thing. And I watch this paper and I see 6 subjects and say, well, today my mother will die. Because the shock will send this lady, give this lady a heart attack or a stroke. Right? So I said, well, Lord, this pressure. But when I came home now, well, I happy like papi. I said, lady, 6 subjects. She started to cry, boy. So I didn't understand, the emotions that flowed and what's on in those days. But, as you grow older, you start to connect the dots. And when I became a parent, Mel was born in 2009. And when Mel wrote common entrance, well, we call it SCA, I said, well, your passport? She said, NAPS girls. I said, well, wow. So the moment that she felt, history had it, that, hey, start to understand what this thing is about. And, studying her life in the last few years, I would say, you start to connect things that what we were, I would say, oblivious to while we was growing up in our heydays, you really start to appreciate what a parent feels. in terms of when they start to see their children, as you rightfully said, start to blossom and develop. And I would say, the family endured quite a roller coaster in terms of success. I mean, you have quite a few accolades. We don't want to discuss too much, but the history of the family has been rich. The other thing I want to also say before I close is that the value system that RG instilled and molded us into, I think, is one of her defining moments for me, and I'll certainly say for the siblings. Because one of her proudest, I would say, achievements is that the family, the identity of the family really is one of unity. And Baba, you could attest that, it had no reason to delete or erase or upgrade or whatsoever. We all existing as a unified force, and many of you guys who are close to the family could attest to that. So I would say, that Aji obviously has medical challenges, and we do our best to support her in whatever ways. As Pandit mentioned, there's a whole pharmacy upstairs for those who are interested in Panadol and Cafenol and whatsoever. All right, feel free. They could be dispensed free of charge tonight only. But who have a arthritis and thing, and Chandy? Yeah, all right. Duru, if you have anything, we go take care, we go sort you out. Right? But I also want to mention some folks who played our pivotal role in influencing over the years. I see Aunt Lucy, Aunt Tiny. I don't know if Shirley is here. But they are the elders in the village. A few examples of who used to go back to the temple days and have these sort of moments, right? So I would say the greatest gift that we could offer Aji at this point in time is to keep praying for her and asking for longevity and sustainability of her life. All right? So I would say thanks for you guys for sharing this moment with us. All right? We hope to have many more. And I don't want to stand between you guys and a late night meal, but we cook. All right? Yeah? Well, we could say, we could say something. Bye-bye. All right? So let me say thanks again and namaste.
Thank you very much, G, for expressing love on behalf of the wonderful family. And it was important for him to do what he did, especially on a night like this, to bring back those beautiful memories shared with his beautiful mother on this very special occasion. Mama, once again, we want to wish you a happy birthday. And as we conclude tonight, we sing one verse of this beautiful song for you, and then our closing prayer. दुख न लागी है माँ तेरी अखियाँ, दुख न लागी है माँ तेरी अखियाँ, मेरे लिए जागी है तो सारी सारी रतियाँ, मेरी निंदिया पे अपनी निंदिया भी तूने वारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी बुरी है, प्यारी प्यारी है। मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्म कर्म समाधिना। प्रेम से बोलिए श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, उमापति महादेव की, पवन सुत हनुमान की। प्रेम से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की, बर्थडे गर्ल की, कम ऑन नमः, बर्थडे गर्ल की, फूड की। See, let's say that more loud. So please do enjoy the rest of the night, the wonderful time that you would spend with Mama. On this very special occasion, cherish every moment. Cherish every moment that you would have with her in celebrating this auspicious occasion. Do enjoy your dinner, have a safe journey back to your homes, and tomorrow night you can join us in Sangli Grandi. So you're all invited to come. Om Shanti.